The Grand Fort constituency is a farming community, and the commencement of rehabilitation works on the Haute road in the heights of Morne Jaune is a welcome initiative.
This was one of the areas where our farmers had extreme difficulty. It was a huge challenge for them to get to their farms, and it has been a cry for years now. I remember even whilst my mother was in government, this was one of the roads she started. And just before she passed, she had told me that if at all I get into a position where I'm in government, she would like me to at least do the road for the Haute farmers. So today it's a joy for me to be here to see the start, the commencement of the project. Mr. Sergent is really the supervisor of that project, but then we are on the road. We took a long walk this morning. I am almost breathless, but I will make it. But one of the things we noticed is whilst we are making these feeder roads, drainage is of extreme importance, because we saw in areas where the water passed over the road, and because of that it has actually broken down the road. So the farmers were complaining that they could not drive to their farms. And anybody who knows Haute knows that it is a long way from the bottom. And we are happy that now the farmers can see. I mean, I saw it this morning, and I know vehicles can pass once we have completed the project. The operator has done a good job so far. You can see the drains coming into shape. So we should be able to give the farmers exactly what they asked for some years ago. And I'm happy to be in the position as the parliamentary representative to do that for them.
The Honourable Roberts says it's gratifying to witness the start of drainage works on the farm access road.
It's just a pity Mom is not there to see the work being done, but she's there in spirit. She blessed me before dying, so she knows that whatever I'm doing it from my heart, and I'm happy that I'm able to serve the people of my constituency.
The surfacing of this farm access road is good news for farmers in the Morne Jaune area. Better roads mean not only easier and safer access to the farms, but farmers can have their produce reach the market in much better condition.
Oh, they better be excited, because this is something they always wanted. And if you notice, while we were coming up, there are a lot of farms on both sides of the road. So I think that they are going to be extremely satisfied with the job that we are doing now. Imagine one stopped me on the way up and he told me, "Parrep, I just want to thank you for what you have started doing. You have not reached my area yet, but I saw what is happening, and I am so happy that you have started that road." So I am very, very happy. I'm grateful to my government, of course, who saw the need, who heard my cry in cabinet, and who have agreed to go ahead and do that for us in Morne Jaune.
Morne Jaune Heights has unique natural challenges in that it rains frequently. This has implications for any road project in that area.
We are trying our best in quick time. I mean, we will do a good job, but what we are trying to do is to make hay while the sun shines. So every time we have the sunlight with us, we are trying our best to see how far we can go. So if the operator can move until 6 o'clock, we will try our best to do that. Because it's like every other day we are blessed with rain. I have to use blessed. We are blessed with rain, but then it really interferes with the work that we have to do. So today is a bright sunny day, so we are trying to see how well the operator can do the job, so we can see how quickly we can finish this.
Farmers want to increase production and productivity, and the upgrade of farm access roads could lead to that desired goal. Poor access impacts negatively on the quality of farm produce. Enhancing farm access enhances the quality of produce that reaches the market. This farm access road project is being supervised by Mr. Peter Saint-Jean. He is appealing to farmers to ensure that they take a more active role in helping to protect and care for the infrastructure put in by government.
Actually, this road is referred to as the Haute road. For a very long time, the road, I must admit, has been lying in waste. And this is as a result of the negligence of the farmers themselves. And as I say that, I want to call on farmers nationally to take ownership and possession of the infrastructure, the roads that are put down for their own benefit and for the good of the economy of our country. Because historically, farmers cry for roads, you give them a road and nobody bothers about the maintenance of the road. This one has been lying in waste after having been done back in the 90s. And as you can see, it was a very good road with proper drainage and very good surface. However, over the last few months, the farmers have been chiding about the condition of the road because we have a few productive farmers on the upper end. And in consultation with the Parliament, Ms. Gretta Roberts, she felt that that was one of her priority areas. Unfortunately, this road was not among the first set of roads the set of roads that we were able to do under the original BAM project. So we agreed and decided, as I said, in consultation with the Parliamentary Representative, that we needed to address basically the drainage and the road surface. And as you would have noticed, it appears to be in absolute abandonment. So this is a real transformation. And through the Ministry of Agriculture, of course, as the coordinator of farm road improvement on the island, we were able to get the Ministry of Agriculture's excavator in here. And what you will see here is just 3 days of work that the gentleman has put in. And I'm really impressed at the level of work that we have seen here.
Mr. Saint-Jean believes it's time for farmers to have a renewed mindset as it relates to their approach to agriculture.
Agriculture plays a key role in our development, in our economic development. And I think farmers need to possibly revisit the whole approach to farming and their approach towards maintaining the roads that are put in by the state, because the government is expending, millions of dollars in upgrading and developing those roads. Unfortunately, after 6 months, after 2 years, these roads get back to their former state. So I want to make a clarion call to these farmers, and more so the farmers in the Morne Jaune area, because you will understand, Dominicans, they beat on the Parliamentary Representative, they beat on the government, but nobody realizes that every one of us, we have a responsibility for the upkeep and maintenance of the road. So I really want to call on the farmers. The Parliament has played a part, the government has played its part, the farmers now have proper drainage and the roadway has been cleared. We need them, as much as lies within them, to ensure that if there is a stone in the drain, just get it out. And if they caught a plantain, do not throw the stalk and the leaves in the drain. And if we are able to do that, and every farmer maintains his little area where he's farming, then we will have a proper road for generations to come.
The effort to improve feeder roads around the island is a key component of government's vision, as articulated by the Prime Minister, to significantly increase agriculture's contribution to the island's GDP over the next several years.
This is initial works, and you would have heard the Minister for Agriculture articulate very clearly the vision for the Ministry of Agriculture. The Prime Minister has laid out a plan for the improvement and increasing of production in agriculture over the next 7 or so years, 8 years. And by 2030, we expect to see a radical transformation. It means, therefore, that over the period that we will see tremendous works being done on the feeder roads around the island, and of course to include this road where we are in Morne Jaune, Haute in Morne Jaune. So I anticipate that within some time to come, we will see some more improvement to the actual road surface, because you will agree that at certain areas, the surface has been washed away, eroded away, and we expect that in time that will be addressed. But as we always say to farmers, please understand the resources are limited, and so we can do it one at a time. And when we do Morne Jaune, it means that one of those days Grand Fond will be done and La Plaine will be done. So just give us some time and the problems will be addressed.
As far as farm access roads are concerned, quite a lot has been accomplished.
This excavator should have been in the minister's constituency right now, but I sort of impressed on the PS the need to have it here because of the critical condition of the roads in the southeast. We have addressed 4 of them in La Plaine. We are addressing this one, and the plan is, once we are done with this one, hopefully by this time next week, the machine would be moved to the Wesley Woodford Hill area, Londonderry area. But I'm really hoping for a miracle that we can address some of the roads, possibly in the Dailies area. Recently, we completed a number of farm access roads with slipper drains on both sides and 6-inch solid pavement. and of course addressing the culvert crossings, and in some cases the bridge crossings, for example in Beauplein, Paybush. We have completed this project. We also completed Mercator in Grand Bay. We completed Formy in Castlebruce, the Centre Road in La Plaine. We've done a number of them around Island, in Woodford Hill, and we are seeing tremendous improvements and, importantly, a resurgence of agriculture in those areas. Because, mind you, that is the number one objective. We want to see that when these roads are put in place, the infrastructure is in place, the support is given to farmers, that we can see a new cadre of young people getting involved in production and thereby ensuring the economic survival and well-being of our country.
Julian Morris for the Government Information Service.